one-sided.
It was a blowout.
Yeah, it was pretty one-sided.
I feel comfortable saying that because the Giants already blew us out once, so we'll call it a blowout. It was blowout to blowout.
Eagles 38, Giants 20. Obviously, one of the biggest storylines of the NFL is Scadaboo had a pretty aggressive ankle injury. Sending all the love to him. Hopefully he can get back, man. The NFL absolutely loves a motherfucker like that. Just a tough as nails dude. Hopefully he gets back in tip-top shape. Big Dom DeSandro, sent over some pizza and cheesesteaks. I mean, the guy got a standing ovation as he was getting carted off. Nobody wants to see one of the most loved players in the league get hurt like that. And obviously what that guy's meant to football over the past couple of weeks has been pretty fucking fun to watch. So hopefully he gets back healthy and back to running dudes over and being the epitome of a fucking NFL football player, man.
Yeah, man. I think that you saw, like, the link can be brutal to opposing players and fans.
Especially
like I've seen
rival teams. Yeah,
I've seen the link not handle opposing players getting injured well before, and I don't think it was intentional. Like, I think they're just excited about a big hit or something happening, but it was so apparent how much respect everybody in the NFL has for this guy and how he plays the game. Like, he got a standing ovation getting off the field. Like, very excited to see the future that Cam Scadaboo has in this league. And in such a short time to entrench yourself with that much respect in this league just shows. I try and tell young players this all the time. Like, players like, oh, the fans are on me about this, or, I'm getting unfair criticism. Dude, if you just go out there and you play with reckless abandon, you will get cheered. Like, and I bring this story up all the time. Zach Ertz got crushed for a week or whatever. The first catch he had, he went out there and he ran through like 3 people, broke 3 tackles, and it was like being carried forward. And you know what happened? You know what the fans did? They fucking erupted in cheers. I don't want to hear like, oh, like they're saying mean things. Like, motherfucker, you control it. If you go out there with great energy and effort, you will be loved in the sport of football. That's one of the beautiful 100%. Things about the sport.
Yep.
People love guys that just have relentless motors. So that requires zero talent. That's just the reality of it.
That's so spot on, man. Well, get healthy, big guy. Enjoy those cheesesteaks Dom dropped off. But let's get to this game. Initial thoughts on the game, Jason?
I mean, this is exactly what we've been waiting to see. I mean, we've known that the Eagles are talented and that if they can play up to what they're capable of, that they are a very dangerous team. And obviously the Giants have been clicking. They've been playing well recently with Jackson Dart, Cam Scadaboo, although he left early, and I do think that took some wind out of their sails. The Eagles are rolling right from the get-go. It started with the second play of the game with that Saquon Barkley huge rushing touchdown. It never stopped. I mean, we've been waiting to see the ground game get going. And a lot has been made about Jalen Hurts in the passing game. And that started to get fixed the last couple weeks. But I don't think people really realize how much when you're running the ball well, it just makes everything go. Right? Your play action passing is better. You're in less third and long situations. You're in more third and manageable, even when you get to them. And it just makes the rhythm so much better. And the Eagles ran the ball so freaking well. Landon Dickerson is fine. It looks like he's fully healthy, and he's been there for the last couple weeks. Brett Toth was in for Cam Jurgens being injured from last game, and he went in and played center in the Vikings game without any reps during the week, and it wasn't the best outing, right? That's a tough situation to be thrown into, right? Like, you work on guard and these other things all week, and all of a sudden you're live in the game doing the snaps. And he bounced back, man. There was a lot of criticism all week about the previous game and one of his games at guard, and he honestly was one of the best players up front for him throughout the day. He had a bunch of crucial blocks. He did well in the combinations. He had a lot of fold schemes, pulling around, making blocks at the second level. And something else that I think doesn't ever really get talked, and I know this just because I know Brett, he puts the line in a really, he's going to make sure the calls are right. And that is such a big part of having a backup go in at center. Because if you're not all on the same page, it's not communicated well, it can make everything fall apart.
Fuck yeah.
And you could see that those guys were in sync and that everybody was on the same page. And that's half of being successful in the run game. 9 times out, especially if you got great players, which the
You
Eagles
get
do.
bodies on bodies, baby. You give a guy like Saquon a chance, man. We're rolling.
Brett, you got to give him his flowers. And I know Philadelphia already had an outstanding game. Big Fred Johnson, a lot of 6-man offensive linemen in the game. You want to get the run game going? It always helps when you put a 6'10" fucking mutant of a human being out there to pave some fucking run lanes over. And they were outstanding all game. Saquon had a day. Tank Bigsby was running the ball really well.
Yeah,
it was
both went for 100, baby.
I mean, there were massive holes, but at the same time, they were also making guys miss, breaking tackle, establish the run all day. They've been waiting for this to happen. You could tell they were energized to get it going, and they fucking delivered, like, with some passion. It was an awesome game to watch for an offensive lineman's perspective. And then, of course, Jalen and Devontae Smith in particular were spectacular with the play action.
Don't forget my guy Dallas, man. Dallas got in the zone twice, baby.
I was talking to Mina Kimes in the production truck right before one of the games one time, and we were talking about the little RPO with the tight end sneaks off into the flat in like every red zone or short yardage situation. And it's like, I don't know why we don't do this every time. Like, I don't think anybody ever covers it. And then sure enough, he gets a touchdown right off of that. And it's like, yep. So it was similar to you guys. The Eagles right now are rolling in every phase now. This was what we've been waiting for. The running game hasn't clicked. This is a great establishing game for the Eagles ground game. Hopefully Saquon isn't too banged up and we can get him back after this bye week against Green Bay. But if the ground game is cooking like this, they have a great balance right now of Jalen going under center, doing play action. And then they're doing the RPOs at times, whether it's the fold schemes with Toth or the zone read options where you got Dallas in the flat, whatever it is. They're doing a great job with all of that. And then on top of that, Jalen's operating really well, throwing the ball down the field and getting explosive plays. So you could not have asked for a better game offensively. Like, you couldn't have.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Get them boys up front rolling, man.
Let's go, Bubba.
And then what we didn't talk about is the Tush push. A very controversial Tush push.
Did you see it?
Of course I did.
It's a fumble. Like, they missed it. Like,
I'm glad you said it. It's one of those, like, you gotta fucking blow the whistle and say that his momentum stopped, or you gotta call it a fumble.
Well, I think that they were trying to blow the whistle, supposedly. I don't know the exact sequencing of it, but his forward momentum wasn't stopped, right? Like, listen, I know everybody wants to get on the Tush push. Again, I don't see how this has anything to do with the Tush push. Officials miss forward progress calls all the time.
All the time.
So I know there's been a lot of noise around false starts and now this play, and I get it. And if the Tush push truly is hard to officiate, that would certainly be a reason to ban it. I'm not looking to make excuses. I just don't know how these little things have to do with the actual pushing of tushes. Like, It'll still be an issue if the Eagles run quarterback sneak. Like, that's my one caveat to it. Like, if you allow offensive linemen to false start, they're going to do that whether there's people pushing the quarterback or not. If you stop forward progress, it wasn't like it wasn't visible. Like, it was visible.
The thing is that his legs weren't on the ground.
Right. Well,
so it was like he can't go forward anymore other than he's being pushed.
Right.
Which was like, does that mean his momentum's still going? Because if his momentum's still going, then that's 100% a fumble.
I think his momentum was still going. I think the officials missed the call. But it happens all the time. I mean, there's this forward progress thing comes up every once in a while. Like, it's not like that unique. And I also, like, one of my favorite things about the whole thing is Giants fans being livid at the officials, tweeting at me. I'm like, y'all are getting your asses whipped. What the fuck are you talking about the officials? Like, this ain't no one like this. Yeah, like, I don't know what the hell what game are y'all watching? How about you yell at your safety for not fucking tackling? What are we talking about the officials for? I was just like blown away. I was like, listen, you can complain about the officials when your team is kind of keeping it close, but when you're getting your ass whipped, let's be a little, exactly.
Well, Kayvon Thibodeau gets asked about it after the game, and he says,
sounds like some bullshit to me.
Then Brian Burns quickly cautions him, hey, you'll get fined.
Yeah, sorry.
Thibodeau said, sorry. No, that was a great call by the ref.
I mean, that was a great call by the ref.
Yeah, that'll save you a fine right there. Would you give him a nice compliment afterwards?
Which I don't agree with. Listen, I am, you know me, I do not like complaining about officials. I've never have. That's not how I operate. I don't think that you should be fined. I think that's bullshit, personally.
Yeah, I can't give my opinion on what I thought about the call.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? What the fuck
What is that?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
freedom of speech, baby. What the fuck are we doing right here?
No, I got my fine.
I don't think that you should be able to be fined for that. I think that's nonsense. And I am all for having the officials back usually, but I mean, listen, it was a bad call. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't know. Moving on to some other things from week 8. A lot of Buns games this week. I mean, it's fun if you wanted to watch the favorite just beat the ever-loving shit out of the underdog. It was a great week for you. Other than the one game. The spirit of Nick Mangold got this one done. I really do.
There we go, baby.
Dude, the Jets winless. Like, there's no hope that they're going to win a game all season. They can't. They got no momentum happening. And, like, obviously it's been talked about Nick Mangold passing. He's been struggling with the genetic disorder and needed a new kidney.
Man.
And you want to talk about one of the stalwart, like,
Come on, man.
best offensive linemen to ever play the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I know I get credit a lot for being...
The Kansas City Chiefs are just 5-4 going into their Week 10 bye. This is one of the worst spots they've found themselves in at this point in the season since the dawn of the Patrick Mahomes era. In 2018, they were 8-1 going into Week 10. The next year, they were 6-3, then 6-3 again, then 8-1, 5-4 in 2021, when they eventually fell to the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Championship game, 6-2, 7-2, and 9-0 last year. The Chiefs can't improve their standing this week since they're on a bye, but they likely need the break to collect themselves after a brutal loss to the Buffalo Bills, 28-21. However, they have to ensure that they come out of the intermission hot, as they've lost most of their margin for error for the remainder of the season. On the bright side, Kansas City has just the 20th strongest remaining schedule in the NFL. Still, the team will have to be on its A-game to close the gap on the top teams in the AFC and ward off the fellow challengers around and behind them in the standings. The Chiefs could have even less wiggle room to work with after Week 10. A portion of NFL fans on social media are unhappy with Travis Kelce's decision to return to the league, as it means another season of broadcasts referencing and showing his girlfriend, Taylor Swift. Kelce officially announced he will not be retiring on Thursday after the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia Eagles earlier this month. The tight end's future had been much speculated due to his age and skyrocketing public profile. Much thanks to Swift being on his arm since September 2023. Kelce running it back with the Chiefs for at least one more season will likely mean Swift attending several of his games. Swift was at 10 of Kelce's games this season, the first 9 being at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, with the Super Bowl being the spectacular exception. Some gridiron fans who are not jamming out to Anti-Hero hope she never, ever gets back into the luxury suite. Oh great! Another year of having to hear about Taylor Swift, one NFL fan said. Ugh, another season seeing Taylor Swift in the stands is awful, another person added. This is not newsworthy. He is a washed-up, kitty-whipped crybaby. He kneels for the flag and dates a demonic singer, a third stated. Oh God, help us all. Travis Kelce is back for another year. Just retired.